dem wo brepam ase da PSA na dem ma boafo a so masin ma America se boyi ebrem this way chocolate drink and the coffee drink this way 1 2 3 this way non-dairy tea cream and nyina this way bushani bia dia obanum bia ahode ahya na ma say tom special ice nsuo and the special drink ahodo ni nyina nso no yesiesie de kama apobuden enko a ane yepie de gumo bi obanum bia no ebenya kwa hosan a edimu net fufu ada romanti say tintimu no yeko break kakra simanum na yekrado best point service loans ejina pintin ejina brane boya ma isi kasabo tumi ejina enti bebi a obi ano so se kasabo koyio se nkoyio ko hu best point san so moda ne abo akontrofia wodo ho bo ma kotokro enka soro da best assurance nso obi nim de baba china bio obi nim eja betumi ahye akwahia betumi aba bibia betumi asi enti se obo ho ban no china bi no ha bi eba woni entutu anka wonsam eno eye best assurance womo ene ya kanfo de mamu nyumakoi ene afofore ka ho ana esu mu America se ba no bram na de beti mu akote ne bi ene se COVID-19 no ba ya bo vaccine ne mampani de so dwe kiremu se de to so mienu no enche ye ochinechiri ya be chance se ye be bossa empane no ebio sanso ana mampani de so dwe kiremu se enche bia no aso ya ehwapom de hu sam so ene Ghana Tourism Authority panyifo ebeto ato adwena hwe se bebia yi sini no betumi abie ama manfo so akotwa omani so kakra na asante mamu so se de nyini na mamre yantoto na sintina kwasi dai akoso de ho amane bobaba na fe empanifo bi enso akasa de afa fix the country sam asore no na ensam ben na wo moka na no na yeso ye no madi nkomo a ye de bebremu we ni samawdo bi e ka ho na me Agya Kwabena yasoma me se me fa emeso mo enti modaroma meji moagya de kakra mo fa moadaje kakra encheme na yentoa yekasebo no so na ye hyasia na mampeni na nadran kwakufuado eni ye hyiae emre to so adununum COVID-19 yare ho ensamsam ne ho amanebo na bro ne yekasa no anadwo no tudwe kiremu se vaccine bi bae emebinum nya kwan ewo bi na kakra so sen aba a hweben wo chenachi wo chena wukuo na so chena bra na de chi wukuo ada no ebehwe kwan se wo ma aka no so no na se wo ma edika wo no ombo so betumi ato so awode to so emienu wo chese saa hihye no omo ye ewo mansin makomako aduana miensa mu a yesusu se ho na COVID-19 ewo pa.
I'm happy to announce that beginning Wednesday the 19th of May to Wednesday 26th May, the deployment of the second dose of vaccines will take place across the designated vaccination centers in the 43 districts, approximately 12 weeks after the first jab, as the science prescribes. More details of the deployment will be communicated by the Ghana Health Service in the coming week. Efforts are being made to ensure that those who receive their first jabs after the 9th of March will in due course receive their second. We are expecting an additional 300,000 doses of Sputnik 5 vaccines, which have already been approved by the Food and Drugs Authority to arrive in the country. As and when we make further progress in the acquisition of vaccines, the Ministries of Health and Information will make this known to you. We're making all efforts to achieve our overall vaccination target.
Wo bra mampani yakasa no sade tudwe kiremu se fibra covid ba be wi yisini no ayesini mesa hodo nyina yatotumu na no kyerese sanse yare no ekofom nti no apomdia so ye no ene Ghana Tourism Authority panfo bi hia ahwe brepoten a ebe hia se omutumi bie sinema hodo se na be ya wo mo etwasini wo mo yisini ene wo besini hwe no obi anso ebenya ne so ene ne de.
Our ability, however, to congregate in closed spaces like cinemas, theaters, and nightclubs remains restricted. In a move towards the reopening of cinemas and theaters, government has engaged cinema owners and operators on a set of protocols and guidelines that need to be put in place and implemented by all operators before eventual reopening. In the coming weeks, the Ghana Health Service and the Ghana Tourism Authority will be announcing these protocols and mandatory modalities and work with the operators on a set of directives that will ensure the health and safety of all patrons and staff in all the facilities involved. Fellow Ghanaians, I remain optimistic that we can return our lives to normal if we cooperate and work together. Let the reduced rate of infections not lull us into a false sense of security. Let us continue to adhere to the safety protocols, that is, the enhanced hygiene and mask-wearing protocols. Let us take the vaccine when it gets to our turn, and let us continue to put our faith in Almighty God.
Ononyafo Matthew Puku Prempe a ono eso afohwe yenyina mahode onsam so that dwe chirim se nansen kane a edu bebia na dum na so na ebi nsusu se yedum so no enti sa na mu no omudum na omasiesi no.
Transmission line 1950 1960 the year of Ghana 161 kV. 1960 the whole of Ghana's population maybe 5-6 million. They say Ghana population is 30 million. We have basic amenities of life, also a buying supply. It's investment in a huge. It's essentially in our pepe. Nipama, I say why I never be able to 330 kV, 161,000 volts. Nipama says so. Seeing Huma. So, or say so, no, see Humano. Odia, Menun say, old to me, soccer, and fancy so, and Sankoye. It was a doom cadia baby, more obit me yes, age man. And no till I say, Musha, Cadia doom kakra, because I say, and yet doom so I organ the higher huma, you 2012, 2016. And yes, I do so to be an abbey. When you doom a CC, you doom a ye.
Yakwa Santeman temu sote kokoso tumfo setutu otoso mienu ene asanteman akabo mu ama enura kwesi de kase omde hihye so ewu Kumasi manhia.
Kwesi adan na ye akweside ya krobia asante kotoko hene wotumfo se etu abebio etena adwam na wodi no kama na UTV nsenthrofo ekopia ase ene nananmu himfo binumu edi nkomo ene wo kase sa kweside eye sronkokura esanse otumfo di ni mfrinhia aduonu mienu ewa akonwa ne so ene na woda ya emfie aduoso baako odiwie ye no wei ene akwesida edikan tina empanimfo akukudam ye ebi ye amanyofo ebi ye apomodi adwumayefo ebi eye asofo ene ade ena agi twi trada ekọ manhia ekọ ma otumfo etirinkwa ewo akweside no emu ye nuanom eye akamfo a wonom nso ewa amanone Ashanti diaspora wom nso edi adayi ema eye sronkokra empanimfo aye ne wonkasa ye no yentie wonsem a woka ye no ebi
ene akweside no eye akweside ayura edi ni birthday Yura Yankopon di mfie baako aka no de ho at the same time no so atna konwa no so 22 years na 22 years of his stewardship and no man working aye do aya bo asanteman do aya bo oman Ghana do aya ma asanteman mu adwo man so na doso nyina to atwa wona otumfo nti watimi akọ school the scholarship scheme a wode baaye wona sabe na ke de ma wom na so otumfo adaroma one de ye de no magu akwa mu mo benefit so asanteman edanase
edi kai be ma yure trinkwa na ya danase se nyame awawa no odina ba bedroom pepon so to say ewura bedi akonwa efie aduonu mienu ni 23 years na wo dance wo nya efie aduoson baako elenso ya akweside ntina ese yegina ye ba de be ka bom na ene ewura ebesom na ma ni trinkwa na bom pai se urade mana hoden o ma no nkwa hoden wo mu no ma no yokodro honhom menim se nyansa de nyame de abɔ ne dada na mom ye sren nkwa hoden wo mu se urade be koso hira no.
From 2002 engineer Atapoku odi manim de me kɔhye me na nansa so me na onja me hoda afutuo akwankyerɛ nhira ni bibia na odi time chia ene sebe mesma bedru ba bia me bedru na de so akese so yade esi me kon ketekete so yi na wabɔ machi dom e kyerɛ me kwan etumefo tinana eno so me dawase me ba be somo na me dawase bebre
ye ya enim le contribution asanteman aye ama Ghana
We also know the positive impact of Otum Falls rain. So far 22 years. Iti akwesida aba say nyawe bona edini dai no.
Me da Nyankopon asema no. Se Nyankopon aman afi abeka ni mfie ho. Na Nyankopon adaro ma obetra akonwa isuyi abanwa isuyi kakoko so. Wadi mfie aduonu mienu. Asantima bedanase Ghana ma bedanase. Wiasa fa na nyina bedanase. Ewo ne waya ma Santima ni Ghana man.
Yebeko galamsey kon ene excavators ya asrafo hihye no na amanebo ensaka kyese excavators yo mo hihye ebinum kyese aba yam hihye dodo wo mo ya hye mo excavators bi kyese abamrem esanse sekatwitwi die no mreko kotoye na sai wo mo hye ne sa no a na ekame ese eya hadwene papa enye asenkumakura
Aya Ghana ban ayo mampani se wotu galamsey susa enti obi bia nya galamsey adwuma woye na obi anyi ni machine in free room emfamre fi eye Ghana National Association of Small Scale Miners etu obi afo se obi anyi ni machine mre fi ampa ye de ose ye oyo ye fa machine be si fie na wotwe mienu ni ende kwasie ye omdi jabeto machine mu ye be si ha na wotwe mienu atwam enura ne na wotwe mienu edi machine ye track free ba bia ye adwuma ye nya galamsey ye juma juma pa ne ye aye wo extra gold asase so ne ye juma e na omo e ma ye di machine be si ho ye de si ho se juma na omo ye na omo so omo ba behwe na ye wi a na se wo ese se wo yi juma no akwa ye juma e na ye da sore ya te se ye machine a ye de ye juma no omo di gaba betum ahye machine no a eni wuram a ya park ni fie ba bia me ni wugina ye ka se ye gina mo so fie Apostolic ason dan ye ye mo asori efie na atwa ye ho ahie ya parking machine si free omo di jabetum ahye ne kwa anti ase anya dwuma se ye galamsey no omo ko dia e de machines na omo hihye ne na wo kodu se machine si kwan ho na si ba bia na omo ahye no ye so mampani so on hwe no nka ho bibi na machine na omo hihye no e ya sem kase pa ma Ghana man e ya sem kase so ma no etiba sem am wo kan no machine omo hihye de omo nyai ne hwe kwan pa ye de asem no ene adwuma ne befa so no bia ye adwuma na tumdua ba ye nya galamsey enya galamsey ni ye ya de ho asem ukoma Ghana National Association of Small Scale Miners na ya mo watu ho anamo na ne omo so omo kafa ho no onwa kafa ho e sasa machine yesu ho onwa hye ni enti wuram esifia ya park na wotwe mienu atwam se ne wankasa de wani abehu se machine ya park wonwa badi ja betum ahye no sa ne ye ka ne se omo ntu ho anamo no meka bibi papa bi nkire ye
Yeda so ko asantemantemu ana oti okoko so 247 totoso bienu so de adesrede ato Mexico abanyanim se egusuanbo eda Ghana ne Mexico abanyanim no ewa nti yebetumi aye bia ka hopa ne titiru awukuayem
Asante ne Otum Falls se tutu otoso mienu de nsem wetuja ewo menhia ahemfie Kumase ewo Asante Mantema emra Mexico ambassador to Ghana His Excellency Henry Escoza ebepiem ewo menhia obabechia Asante hene ne efren potokasam se katesi call no bi nano ena Asante hene kire se oba Ghana ha ade ekuta oman ne pa eyekuaye efri tetetete ene kuaye etimi abo oman ho ban anase oman etimi nyamfaso efri kuaye mu na Mexico fososo no oni se omoso ewo niema bia betimi aboa na ohwe sesia ebibiman ekua omo efreno African Continental Free Trade Area asesia Ghana Accra ena omo headquarters na ewo no adezo kra aboa amadwadie soso no ebetimi contentem ti Mexico foso enhwe niema bia omo ne Ghana betimi aye eba edwadie mu.
What we are doing in the Volta region and the agricultural sector, I think I would encourage you to also transmit Midday company to also come to Ashanti so that they can also train our farmers here, which would also inure to the benefit of growing more organic fruits and vegetables and all those things here for us. So to be part of your mission to see to it that we also benefit with our farmers here for the same training that you are given. In relation to peacekeeping, I know Mexico is not part of it, but I think with the advantage of Kofi Annan Center here, maybe we can collaborate on that to also encourage Mexico to be well prepared for peacekeeping efforts and all those things. So these are all areas that I seek that we could collaborate. But there's more in terms of agriculture that we stand to gain because Ghana is an arable land. Agriculture is much more our base instead of the oil. And therefore, I think that we can collaborate on those areas for us to interact and train each other. And then after that, if we can even export. Whilst you're here, Your Excellency, I believe that This would not be the first visit, and I can assure you that Menchia would always be open for you to come and any time for us to interact and then see how best we can collaborate on various developmental issues that we may fashion together to inure to the benefit of our two nations.
Emra Mexico ambassador Okasa and watcher say, Emra wabi PM or Ghana hey, obey any obeti bia, said a beya, Ghana, any Mexico ayongo fa, a die tem, a free emretentino, a becosua ayekese.
I want to seize this opportunity to seek for His Majesty's blessing, so my turn of duty be a successful one. I would like to convey to His Majesty that this year, Mexico and Ghana will be celebrating the 60th anniversary of establishing diplomatic relations. Mexico was the first Latin American country that recognized the independence of Ghana. Over the years, we have been able to develop a very cordial and constructive relation. Therefore, I seek for His Majesty's permission and guidance in my quest to present with dignity to the Mexican people the many wonders that Ghana has to offer, and especially the greatness of the Asante culture. I will do my best to place Mexico closer to the heart of the Ghanaian people.
National Teaching Council for any Ghana Education Service in paying for Akabomu ada teacher licensing shishene di to me krata teacher ni bi osafata bia no eso to me be manage so teacher ni ampa na no mo de ato achechirefo a wo mo safata ni mo se wo bia amfa no ho hye mu bisa na be beboa amasa license no ne sabetumi aka bi.
National Teaching Council for the Ghana Education Service for Akabomwa, Womo Aye Jumadi Bia Sesi, no Modia Bamontin, so we a teacher near, as I say, would me any license a daddy say, woo ye teacher near mapa, Udimu ewo or my Ganamu, and Untin or my Jumadi no Adane dia, or much say we a teacher near, as I say, would to me Konako coach Rudy and I so register, said a bear a bit to me, amana daddy, so we a professional teacher ewo my Ganamu, and when I'm so am or swap of this young son so ewo my Ganamu, a ye honorable yaw, a duchum so copium or Jumadi no say, ya or nen central for ekasa efa sa lines here sisi ye de ebebema a teacher for anasa church for wo mo o man Ghana mu no ehun.
Education in Ghana has gone through a number of reforms, and all the reforms were aimed at ensuring that education play its rightful role in our socio-economic transformation process. It is therefore heartwarming that we have a National Teaching Council now in place doing its job to ensure that teachers will be professionalized. Let me state that licensing and registration of teachers will not diminish the teaching profession. It will rather enhance the teaching profession so that teachers can play their rightful role in socio-economic transformation.
Enwachi ena eye registrar Emma National Teaching Council eye Christian Odai Opoku enso ene UTV ekasa efa eye achechirefo wo mo licenses anase tumi krata sisi ye de be ma wo mo se wo mo eye professional teachers yi ehun.
Amebua ejuada ye shasi Greater Accra region. Na nsana ye betimi ma wasa license no. Apart from say we qualified teacher no. E say we call abefro yi so e friend internet no so. Ye wa yi bi ho e friend no teacher portal. Nti uko teacher portal no so no akọ register now the information nyina guso no information no guso a NTC for behwehwem ehwehwem na se ade a edane kwan mu a na ya free be activation ye be activate your system no so na e de text message abrew se wo ho kwan se wo ge license nti de brew wi a ye ba o district na o circuit level na o ba na sa ayi no ekuta number na ye de ama no ekuta ten ye behwe so need o license amount. For both public and private school teachers and yes, I exercise first one for 18 months. You know, need qualification to teach, and so more provisional license for them to teach, and then for 1 year renewable another year. The same year no nyama so no. A futu am the man say also be no. So be upgrading no nya entity na a man qualified say. Teacher ni papa.
Ne krakra no na UTV kasefo ye ne Director General Emma Ghana Education Service Professor Kwasi Opoku Amankwa enso ekasaye.
Se eboa ma ye teacher fo nyina ehwese omo ebe form bia ewo sa ahyensun bia a cheso mo ye eya. De di kan o kira de a obekire ni ye e se wasua ade na ehse odi kira de no wasua akwadire mu nti obetumi a kira de ni ye. De tosumi no obehwe no ne ho susu ye wadi no ho so ni e wa kwan bebree so e bi se ekoba ne se okoye bibia ensa yombe ya ne se ye beje sa wo license no ana assassin de na dia ma no ye beje afi nsem ye gi fi nsem a emra no e ma kwan se ye de dadi ne ye chese sa nipa we sese onka koi hu biom intimema obia mfa no e ma onkyra de e wo oman no ya dia GS ya sumu pa chese ya tai National Teaching Council echi
sebe ne betumi asiesie nwura na se fia ye wo enkramantam ha enti no ukodawa e wo ningo prampra mansi mu a hihye bi koso ha nche bia no on betumi abia di nwura no beguni ada ne nwura no ada ai bi fofran fa so beba so de ama omamu no nyina
Waste to energy plant technology a wode ebe nyame adom na se otimi ewie ni nyina pepepa ebeboa papa ene se yede ebola yi a ya emne ye nya baabi mfanwui wo dada mu na nne ya baba ye nyinam e de ama omanfo na ni nyina no sa waste management system ho ntotoye no Zoom Lion Ghana Limited na etu anamon ya wakofa adwumakuo yi free US abrochimemu mechire Jospon group of companies ama ene wo ma scientist ama David Green Solutions wo mo free America man mu eba na wo ma ba be yesa energy plant yi ama no timi aboa ni nyina mu no wo ye dawa eno eye new industrial enclave ewo ningo prampram mensin mu onkran mantem ase ro chese sika wo di hyem no eye $70 million na abra UTV nsentwrefo ene Dr. Sian Ejapon a wono ena wo ye chairman panyini a wo da Jospon group ano ekasa no wo kire se ye bole mene ye eti ye dada mu saa eno ebeboa ye aman bebre so ena wo mu akọ omanima ye saa de bi eno no so nyame adom wo mu de bi eba no mu de ba ebebo memu ni nyina
ye ya ni hu se bola no ye compost plant no esiesie wi a se labo na ne bibeka nti ni ebetimi aboa na timi ahye ase kora ne se ye beye waste to energy no o de bola ni nyina guma na adane electricity nti ene na ye ne ye partners e wo USA I from MDGS MD Power Oma ye be bebre wo Russia oma ye Vietnam na de nyina anti ye nya company bebre but ye hwe bu ni hu se omo ene ye ne omo bo bra be yi nti plant ye be take be about 1,000 tons of we are betting generate roughly about 30 megawatts I bet me aboa just so here it's about $70 million project na womana ebe boayen apesika na ba na dia e be generate juma bebre more than 200 to 300 workforce e be generate
eno achi no president ya woda MDGS MD Power I wo USA ora Mark Boswell ono so eche say
because this process will also Zoomline has done a wonderful job with the with not only taking the waste and getting the waste to the dump sites and a great infrastructure to do that. But what we want to be able to do is go to the sites and get rid of the trash, not to bury it, not to do what has been done in the past for every other country. We want to be, on the forefront of the newest technology doing this.
Omenso afosha kwantepon sem so da tudwe kiremu se kwantempon ayetwa o mankasim betwa kuro na agya no ade a enchebia no bosumi du nwotwe ntam ya fenefa no wo mbewie
Osofo a wohwe akwan ne akwantempon so ni munyamfo akwasi amu akwanta e kire se sa bypass yi wo mu ehwe so de bosumi makomako du nwotwe ebeye adwuma yi awie we no winiba any Cape Coast kwantempon no so na wo ye se de ebeye betimi aboa ama traffic bebrebe esi e wo mpotem ho no ano abrase one se dwofo kasa no che se contractor for no ahye wo no mobo se bosumi edu nwotwe ntam de wo mu ebewie o kire nsemu sei
minim se enche ye ma ye ho abosumi be ye du mienu achi no na ye wie kwan nyina fefefe na se kura se ne ekwan na ye no ma yen hihye maka che contractor for no na ni me engineers nse won hwe se on be build the road no na atum fefefe bo se car to be faso but won siesie so fefefe you know se kwan de wo bedan kakrakra no say one yes so base on yes so base na throughout and so na one the base na to so onye fefe no na one course na one water di nsuo gu so you know until say one the quota kra ebegu so no na kwan no dem aye smooth a kofo bebre pese on be yusu akwan no since obekwa di traffic mu be 1.5 hours until me say the people of central region any obia otu kwan fa kwan so but they are the said here kase emma obia the traveling the motoring public say sa congestion wo ho na ha ban papa ye tu ho na mo ti ahobrase mu a obia nto ne bo ase kakra emma aban na ye nyina ye adwuma together.
Adishimamba ya kamu se from Tubreka Sebuyi ye de fi UTV so na ye de somo na ye konsem fufuru mu a National Youth Organizer Edema Endi Samayoko no George Opare Ado lawyer ni the tudwe chirim se mampena na ado ko a o saye wo galamsey so no wadi nkugu enchompa Ghana fo nyina achew sansen sem o kan se obeye mfie na abesinko efa galamsey ne ko no anya dia eyeye.
The first one is that President Akufo-Addo a fairly Ghana for in our own gentleman. Now on for a chopper, Emma Ghana for. Obe catching ye na say, obe plenty a galamsey. Say if it even means say the presidency no the better one no more. Now plenty a galamsey. And then the ATN is a party in Yeska. It's a party for Shia. General Secretary Timubi, we are in America, in 80 audio no. General Secretary Timubi, Minister Akufo-Addo apam, so on share environment, so Timubi, and I yet forest in Sasie. Oh, Kofaha, oh for her, because he hears a car at the MPP Amanu. So the president himself has failed us. 3 or 4 days ago, you were 2-4. Let's summarize it. Eba ye nyina oze moba me nche be ka kire me say dia matwura ma me no na me mbra beka but mo dia mo mfa ne say galamsey bi na me tu ne pa me se me jai ntum ye nyina ye njai e ya bebu o asemo tu fo kan ye no e ya bebu ke se o say mo dia mo mfa ne say me e na me tu pa me na me the ultimate beneficiary me na me tu galamsey ne pa me se me jai me se me jai o ti ase on my penny feature chebi on a galamsey headquarters
ampa say o come here ho is too bebre wo ho
me see chebi obi anim
wako western region
maza obi anim the effect of galamsey and I'm so my penny oko chebi de bia o the state of onwani kro onwani feature e say asebo 2-4 kan ye no o say me and am ye o de fa ne say me and I tuning in the breme. Me say me jai. Obi anim so 2-4 to galamsey. Obi anim say o 2-4 party in Kosia Nka say party here sika. But MPP General Secretary in Nkrofo Koyi Mitom say party here sika. So Akufo-Addo is the ultimate beneficiary of galamsey. It is on also a jai there ye na ye jai. Asema no 2-4 kana be bonus ye.
Wey I had the chinstroma na no pay and George Opare Ado Youth Organizer Dema NDC e kan sansem so adwuma di kro na so no na kwasi kwati ono so e kan won mo a e kasa Dema NPP e wo so bi no kire se ye betu asisu dia se mampani na ado dan kwakufu ado ono so ko a wo se wo swiper galamsey so no mampani akokodin a enya gorokre se ye nyina ye kabom na ye boa na sa okono ye wi peyo
ni pese metu adwen si bibi so se ye ka galamsey fight nyina as a state no ye wo mu ya ye wo MPP ni NDC as two major political parties ni obi a vested interest MPP vested interest sense anka Akufo-Addo cast what the presidency beto so no anka at the end of the day ko beti ma ko na anka ye ni galamsey hu problem bia wo mo no NDC for Opare no so vested interest and say ka fight na ye be fight no ye be feeli na anka ono sami jemfi no mo ya makotwitwa photos de aba say Akufo-Addo cast wo be ye no wa anye na anka mo so dey score political points so at least interpretation be and I say argument be the two parties will advance be yen hu ba bi obi interest here dey ewo but me am person me talk say the fight against galamsey no a process any event ultimately start a fight no wie as part of the process no obe choke successes bebre ana process na so they fight no challenges so bebre dey ewom say president Kufuor catch us say or start a fight against Galamsey no ungankanta problems and I said the fight has been 100% successful make Kwesi Kwarteng can never resign as MPP ni because me who say at some point no ensuo ni tay at some point so ensuo ni so ye dey efin so obekaya who say Ghana water complaining say turbidity was so because of Galamsey activities and then complaining sir which means say ya good unim adebako say nyine hu as people no say incentive for driver Galamsey no it goes beyond say if you create alternative source of livelihood among any panel because so across site now within 1 week obetima make $600,000 adwuma ben na demand Ghana ha and I say we are seeing her within 1 week be train per $600,000 which means say the incentive is higher and you know the fight will obviously be difficult and the fight here where they are even among Wahankasa government and Angas, you get people say they will be opposed to the fight. And no interest say who Nipana also Galamsey fight, you don't have the commitment to do the fight. Nobody wants the mention as nobody say we don't have challenges. Okay. But what we all need to do is say that's about me Benadia or no vested interest or Beka Papa Kufuor any masano. Or Payadu ya watoto bomb why say baby Kufuor the new commitment to fight. Yen na yenkamu. Nyankuntia Galamsey.
Ewie na ye beto ekase ebo no so na ya concern fufuru be fi Galamsey nsem so okono de ye nyina ye kon nti sada meka na de bia no #let's save our water bodies and rivers now nti fa hojimu bi ni nyina ye nko na ye mfa entia ye ko Amanten Agro Processing Company Limited adwumaku no aso ye ewo bono mantemu na sabuna pue mantemu sa processing factory no on che say aban one district one factory ni bia na so nyina ma hode on do be ye adwuma no ebi ni ho.
Manager Emma Amanten Agro Processing Company Limited owura William Boateng abra UTV Central for ne kasanom e na wo kire se wo ha mu chichemu be se aduokono nwotwe 98% e na wo de awie wo mu adwuma enche bia no wo fiti ase o chese ye kan raw materials enuoma wo de ebe agro processing ya na eno no wo be so ha mu chichemu aduosia a obetumi e de aye adwuma na obefiti ase na wo de ama akuafo wo mpotem ho ebe so wo so kama pa na ne haw ba ko a o kasa fa ho eye nkane ho ensem wo chese nka VRE anase netkofo eba na wo mo aba beye woman kasa substation e dia ma mo anka beboa pa amoma adwuma na timi akoso wano
sisi ni obey 98% ade me yen she production say mo fono ko no mo timi mai e na de to so bi so say ye power sisi here say a power no I think a hang point is about 4 megawatts prime become was 7 megawatts this year nya substation as a kasi trap power no dia to sisi ya the only thing bit ma ba na say binya low current e wa no ba sa so be high machines tenu asase ene na fofo e fa ho anamo a obugusu a omoye ho adwuma e dia maye tifo na de normal kakra ya na ye twin because the bunch na bibia e ready aye twese production da chassis
eno achi no e na oswafo a obuno east region odumunyamfo Kwesi Adu Jan ono so kire say
ntini e be ya e betumi achieve the objective one of the objectives Nana Adudanka Kufuor say you make sure say agriculture is attractive to the youth. Say youth no to me ako asasi no so no makoye eju. Na omkoye ejuma obema omonso omasitremu ayi eya. You call around you nana no makasa. Nana mo ni aji se ye pese ye kuya ye pese mofra no aniji kuya ye adwuma ho omonso oma ye krado se be ni ye be kasa ni ye be trans na oma ma ye better terms ibinya be release asase amaye
wade arsade ato akyerɛkyerɛfo a ɛkyerɛ de wo mmea hodo etu Galamsey anim se mamo ba mu esanse pempi no nkwada na Galamsey to munta masuku nti ya na tichani ebeku school dem wona nkwada ba mienu miesa bi ho no ayabasam tu pa bubu o mabam nti ma wo munya hokeka fa nya dwuma nanso de omo eche ne se ho behia se butesi wo mani so no sa kwada ba ko pempo na ho a wɔn fa saa ahokeka soronko a wɔn nya abran kwada no dɔɔso ne nkyerɛ de sɛ na bɛyɛ a akwada baako pɛ no school demo no ebetumi enya ehumesua edemu ensɛm yi principal a ɔda Chebi Presbyterian College of Education kan yɛfɛ no Kitco ano ɛyɛ Reverend Charles Ofusu ayakwa wɔno ɛna di saa nsɛm tudwa ɛwɔ Chebi
na tanye mfinhyia aduokono na ne nyina mu no enuoma aboa wo mo ama watumi atena se 21st century yi no wo mo ehwe afei ohawa hodo a wo mo hia ewa ade kire mu adesua mu ene wo mo nuoma a wo mo ye nyina no mpanifo si nkonwa ehwe ye Abra UTV Central for the principal of Chebi Presby College of Education, Reverend Charles Ofusu ayakwa edi enkomo no. Ochire say
wo hwe niam ahoro abaye no edoso. Ono nko ejama na wontimi nye. Enti natfo no nso mo sika kakra kakra mo gege bobo ano no. Ko mo mfanto motorbike bi emfa ma teachers e won krase no. O maketua no nka bosome nso anasa bosome miensa bia no ye mo quarterly incentive sika kakra monye na mo mfanto kresi ne manches ne niam etisa. Mijiri yese basa nipa kro no hye krase kra na nani beje obeye adwuma ni ye anko basa dia any quality of education ayeka ho asem no ebe chance na ba na mijiri yese if the welfare needs of the teacher is well catered for teacher ni bia nso beyere ne ho se obeye adwuma ye
enu echi no Ebuakwa South Municipal Director of Education Ra Grace Owusuwa Ado ono so ekire se
we are not happy say enkwala akoku teacher ni na up till now yente ho hwe is a worry to us into yesra ban say nka omre mu na attention emre mu na those perpetrators will be brought to book na yenso yakoma anto yeyem enu ana yesre say omuma justice enya adwuma
enu achi no Nat Municipal Secretary ewo East Achim Thomas Ewua Opon.
One of the challenges tier 2 year abay and kwastemuni so here tier 2 na investment returns based ye ji usika no de akoye adwuma na faso beba ho no ama wanya bi na wokọ pension a eba ne sa semfaso bi ama ho a na ama teacher no ho akokam enti say ye yakoma mu de ebe ye percentage base so anka wa contribute to 10,000 no ye de mu 90% be kan ho ana 100% be kan ho eba ne sa wo ko pension a wo penya bibia ekọ animu kakra
Ajumako be friend the big events Ghana for abo ade abasobojumede bi ahye so ade ama asoafo bi o maso moman for dada wo mo ho sese ni panyifo bi se wo modembo aboa ama o man no konanim e wo kwa bi so
Big Event Ghana adwumakuo a womo ene de RTP awards baaye na wonom ene Africa Center for Excellence for na aka bomu a eneyi de edi kan kra Ghana Ministers of State Excellence ana womo timi aye wo bo asoafo a womo wo so dada womo atwamuo a womo asom manyi kwan soronko so e makomako edunum na wonom bi a wonya abasobodie bi na na akome a sese wo ye CEO Emma State Transport Corporation STC Ora Hackman Owusu Ajiman onumunyafo Ecospio Gabra onumunyafo Catherine Afeko ene enipa ahodo bebre na UTV Central for dwumadie no ase no ye ne mpanimfo ahodo bi edi enkomo ema womo ekire womo ni sha aso
abafo befa ni ministers no yemu bi ye bofo bi a obitum boyabado osan ekwana ye fe anedwuma ye ya yezatso oman enyim na yeza yedwuma ama oman nyina nsi oyede ceremony there award ceremony dem yegina associate we bezimu ma yimugbu wetum yabo yezin ma yenso yaba beje awards to them matter see the first time why them programming na me just the you find fee ibasa na enum okọ n'enyima ona wo ye echi no so me just the worship ona kwabo ozina ndena we beka the omi manche no so metumenya them award ibi so bia odwen dem ono onhwe na edwuma no nye ne ye
se ma wa edwuma se sumo ma no a me first can see when so edwuma no ye ne ye wi wa kon na ye ne ye a ska no beba na say maybe twa me we say na niema nkitinkiti bia esisi egu enya animasi politicians nya cause ɛto politician baako a yɛde yɛ nyinaa yɛfra nti woyɛ politician a adwuma no yɛde ama wo no yiwa akoma mu na yɛ ne yie
wohwɛ mpanimfoɔ a yɛma ɔmo award yi na meti ɔmo a yɛafrɛ me no na medwene na sɛ well akyerɛ sɛ ne ɛkyerɛ ne sɛ sɛ meyɛ adwumaden paa sɛ ma award a ɛkyerɛ sɛ wogyi wosom na wokɔ so yɛ adwuma ɛso ɛkyerɛ ne sɛ adwuma a yɛagye atom si ɛyɛ amanfoɔ a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛsom no nea mehu ne sɛ ɛnɛ nea mo akyerɛ ne sɛ nea yɛyɛ no bia no yɛnyɛ no yie yɛnyɛ no wɔ nokorɛm na mmere papa no nyame ankasa bɛhyɛ no ho animnyam so I'm very proud.
Enu achi na UTV Centrofo Bopini organizer de ohihye adwumadie Prince Makay yene ne di nkomo ma no echechiri hu sei
through Despite Media Group and so many other media platforms no yede to mframam say wonim wo ye Ghana ni na wonim say minister bi abɔ no homoden a fa ne din bra men fa ne din kura ma ba kire de nti a wo say ese yebɔ na ba so na wayɛ adwuma pa nti nipa bebre 297 and nominations in the buy and a team no led by Professor Brokwa omo sonne so and the buy omo yebɔ ma ba so sesia dwumadie ni ekoyi ye da nyankopon ase nyame a wadom ya aboa ya me team adu sa pempen so ye duri na ya afi bia dwumadie ya beye ama afi enche MPs nso de ebeba
awie na ye kase bo na wo mu besia ne akwamano ne Israel ne Palestine afo 19 ye kura na okọ Gaza papa so a no kwasam ne se wudi sama ekoso nya semkuma wo bra mususu se ye Gaza ye tuatifo ko Hamas fo yi ekoto ye tupa bi edekọ Israel mamu no Israel fo akọ hwe bi de